You need evidence. You need proof.
That is proof.
Without any proof,
Are you sure she's dead?
Yes. Look, she's right there with a cross out on her face.
Maybe
Evidence
it's
that Mondo is
just
the killer. That already revealed itself earlier in the trial. If I can somehow show where Mondo's handbook is right now, once I do that, everything will become clear. New element has been added to bullet time battles. Really? At this point? Let's talk a little more about fever time and nega time. During a bullet time battle, if you press the space key, fever time will activate and the tempo will be forced to its max. At this point, even if you push the buttons at random, you won't miss. So you can push RMB, LMB, RMB, LMB, however you want to destroy the opponent's verbal assault. But this only lasts until your focus gauge runs out to make the best possible use of your time. Of course, it wouldn't be fair if only you got to access special time. So we've also prepared something called nega time your opponent can use. I guess you were right, bullet time does come after the closing arguments. If the opponent activates nega time, your tempo marker will disappear, making it quite a bit tougher to hit the buttons in rhythm. If you were to activate fever at this point, no, never mind. I'm sure nothing would happen. I don't know what I was worried about. Unsurprisingly, if your action difficulty is set to gentle, the opponent won't use nega. I kind of want to do it, but I'm worried it'll make me redo the whole trial if I fuck it up.
I don't think they'll be that mean, but...
Good luck and have fun.
To be fair, I also don't think you'd immediately fail if you did that.
All right, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Wait, why am I facing fucking Taka?
show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen.
Oh,
I refute you.
well, because he's the one who's, like, trying to convince you that it's not Mondo.
Show me some evidence.
Oh, right.
I won't listen.
Because he's this bro.
I refuse to vote. Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you. False.
Wow.
Show me some evidence.
I've actually died. Legitimately died because I forgot I had to hit the right mouse button.
Ooh.
For, like, most of my health bar. Nobody wants to hear what I have to say. Have we already come to the end of the debate? Well then, class trial is officially adjourned. Now it's time to reveal who's the blackened.
Well,
It would appear the one with the most votes is Makoto. Because to fuck with all of everything else we just did, they all turned on you at the drop of a hat. Makoto is not the blackened. Too bad. Looks like the real killer gets to graduate. Congratulations to them. On the other hand, everyone else must now be punished.
Is this really the end for all
man,
of us?
Taka must have been really fucking persuasive.
What do you say? Want to give it another shot? Yes, please.
I refuse to give up yet.
I'll let you try again. Okay, I'm still gonna do the thing with the nega time because I want to see what happens.
Oh yeah, duh.
This time I'm gonna remember what else to do.
Show me some evidence. You're wrong.
Where's the
I
fever
won't
meter?
listen. I refute you. False. Show me some evidence. I won't listen. I refuse to vote. Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you. False. Show me some evidence.
Absolutely nothing. That's what happens.
No, you activated fever mode, right?
Yeah.
Refuse to vote.
That means that,
I
like,
refute
no matter
you.
what you do, you automatically hit everything.
You're corrupt.
So so negative time just negates itself because you did that.
Listen. Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you.
Oh, negative time lasts for a long ass time. Holy shit.
Show me some evidence.
Yeah.
I won't listen.
But what I mean was that, like,
Show
nothing
me some evidence.
seemed to happen.
Prove it.
No,
They made something of it, like something special would happen, and all it was that the two just went together, and there was no special effect.
If my thinking so far is
I
right,
think what they were just suggesting is that, like, that is how you survive negative time.
But you didn't need
otherwise
to.
you
The
get-
rhythm was really easy.
No, but, like, because negative time lasted a long time.
If my thinking so far is right,
Mondo must have replaced his broken handbook with Leon's. In which case, we can just check each of our handbooks right now. Once we do that, we'll...
We don't gotta do that.
Huh?
Yeah. Yeah, I did it. I killed him.
Do we get to learn your crazy, embarrassing secret? Look at these. A's across the board, except for the last one. Final results was still an A.
A's across the board, except for that one B that you totally ignored.
It wasn't a B.
I got no choice.
There
man.
was.
After hearing all that, I gotta just give up. Go ahead, Monokuma. Get it over with. Ask for the goddamn verdict.
He sounds like fucking Jack Nicholson or something right now. He's just so done.
Roger that.
Wait, hold on.
No, Taka, shut up. You're always wrong.
No waiting, no holding on. Time for the moment we've all been waiting for. Grab your lever and give it a yank. Who will you elect as the Blackened this time around? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's
So
it
there
gonna
you go.
be? What's it gonna be?
Fake news.
Fuck off.
That's three Mondos. That's Mondo.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
What?
This time it looks like you got it right again. Yes, it is so. The Blackened that killed Chihiro Fujisaki was Mondo Owada. No, Mr. Mike, I don't watch wrestling of any kind. Sorry.
Unbelievable.
In case you're wondering, the vote was not unanimous. Kiyotaka chose the wrong answer. You're treading very close to the danger zone, Mr. Ishimara. You need to be more careful. I refuse to believe it. There's no way. No way you would kill someone.
Sorry.
What is this?
Why are you apologizing? Why? Why'd you do it?
Now then.
Well, it looks like Mondo's taken a vow of silence, so allow me to explain on his behalf.
Actually,
The story of the murder this time is the sad story of two men. Did he actually kill his brother? But for anyone who doesn't really want to hear, you can hit the control key to fast forward the text. Anyway, there was once a young boy, and his name is Chihiro Fujisaki. He had an extreme inferiority complex regarding his own lack of strength. You're so weak even though you're a boy. He'd heard things like that as long as he could remember, and he couldn't overcome his weakness. On the contrary, he tried to hide and buried himself further and further into that weakness, to take on the fragile form of a petite young girl. He'd chosen that as his way out. Now nobody will be able to say anything about even though you're a boy. But no matter how tightly he wrapped himself up in that shell, the inferiority complex had already taken root deep inside him. He was not so easily weeded out. As it turned out, the shell was completely empty. The complex didn't disappear. It only grew stronger and stronger. I'm weak.
Weak.
Once the killing game had begun here at school, he had no choice but to accept that fact. After all, this world is survival of the fittest. If you're not strong, you don't survive. Ta-da! That was Chihiro's secret. And then the lovely and hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets, which of course included Chihiro's embarrassing secret, which I was more than willing to divulge. Even though he dresses like a girl, Chihiro's actually a boy. A boy! And that was something Chihiro couldn't let anyone find out, no matter the cost. If that was revealed, it would be the end. The hardened shell would crack, the arm would fade away. Without a doubt, those around him would torture more than ever before. Everyone figured being thrust into such a dilemma must have sent him spiraling into despair. And yet...
I'm sorry,
I don't really want to talk about it right now.
but
But I also don't want to leave things the way they are. So maybe I can talk about it later. After I try my best to become strong, then I can tell everyone. That makes sense. Annoyingly, he used the threat of discovery to motivate himself to become stronger.
That's right.
Now's my chance.
I want to change.
I'm gonna get stronger and accept who I am. Strong enough so when someone says, even though you're a boy, I'll be okay. I'll get better. With that thought at the front of his mind, he resolved to take immediate action. And so, that day, he made the commitment to begin exercising. He was prepared to retrain his mind and body. But sadly, that'd be the first and only chance he'd get at it.
Hey,
When he decided to start exercising, he thought it'd be good to ask for someone's help. But he wanted to tell that person his secret first, then ask him to help him from there. And the person he went to,
Yeah, that's right.
it was me. Sure was! The biker gang fella had been painfully clear about how important his manly promises were. So Chihiro probably figured that even if he confided in Mondo, his honor would make him keep the secret. Plus, Mr. Macho Mondo was the very symbol of a strong man that Chihiro had always aspired to be. Maybe talking to Mondo about it will help give me some courage. So he went and asked Mondo to help him become strong. That was his aspiration, and he thought that only with Mondo's support would he ever be able to come close to that.
Correct.
So then, that must be why Mondo did what he did to keep the promise he'd made to Chihiro. What, did what he did? You mean why Mondo carried Chihiro from the boys' locker room to the girls'?
Indeed.
That's exactly what I mean. Wasn't that to cover up what he'd done?
Certainly.
Could have been part of it, but I don't think it was the main reason. The real purpose was to keep the promise between men he'd made to Chihiro.
But
How does moving the body keep a secret? Because if everyone knew he'd been killed in the boys' locker room, then everyone would have been arguing about how she got into the boys' locker room, right? Once that started up, at least a few of us would have immediately begun to suspect his identity, so... Try to protect Chihiro's secret by putting him in the girls' locker room and stealing his handbook, see? Then Mondo did all that to keep the promise he'd made, who he'd also killed? Why would he do that? The more I hear you talk, the more I don't understand. I mean, you guys trusted each other, right? Why? Why did you? No matter what, I didn't want anyone to know.
I knew it.
So that's what triggered it after all. Dude, I can hear your shuffling. The possibility of having your embarrassing memories and secrets exposed.
What is this?
That's impossible! Nothing could have been that bad! Something he didn't want anyone to know, even if it meant killing someone. That was not my voice.
You're wrong.
It's impossible!
Don't make me repeat myself.
How many times must I repeat self? To judge others by your own standard is the height of folly. Even if you can't comprehend it, he can. That's all there is to it. I mean, while we're on the subject, why don't I tell ya? That embarrassing memory, the secret he didn't want anyone to know.
Hey,
You know what Mondo did? Killed his own brother. Called it. Like, sixth time? Called it.
Did he ever bring up his brother? I don't remember him bringing up his brother.
Yeah, he has. Like, 4 or 5 times.
Well,
Mondo, the ultimate biker gang leader, makes all the hoodlums and riffraff across the country tremble. The only reason he had the chance to join a gang in the first place was because of a certain someone. Va! Mondo's older brother's name was Daya Uwada. Mondo had nothing but respect for him. It was because of Daya that Mondo ever got on a motorcycle. Vroom, vrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrr respect. He wanted to measure up to his big brother, so he imitated him in everything he did. Mondo is the epitome of the starry-eyed kid brother. Meanwhile, the charismatic older brother had put together a little motorcycle gang, and before anyone knew it, he'd grown to the biggest biker gang in the country. Daya, the older brother, number 1 in the gang, and his number 2 younger brother, Mondo. In the beginning, everything was peaches and gravy. But when Mondo started to think about how he'd have to take over the gang from his brother someday, his brother's greatness, his reputation began to gnaw on Mondo's very soul. The kid's gotta take over for Daya, huh? Daya created this gang with his bare hands. Mondo's just along for the ride. Can someone like that really be our leader? All that'll do is make the gang look bad. Almost every day, Mondo heard the gossip and whispers of the other members of the gang, which is why...
I
gotta get stronger than Daya. Just one more. No matter what, I gotta win.
fuck with me.
I don't care what it takes, I gotta come out on top. And on the night of his amazing brother's retirement ceremony, Mondo challenged him to a street race. But during the race, tragedy struck. The kid brother pushed ahead with reckless abandon, eager for victory, and dashed ahead into oncoming traffic. But suddenly... Mimi. Laying in his kid brother's arms, the older brother delivered his final words. My bad, kid. I fucked up. Sorry. Of course he knew it was his brother's fault, but Daya never blamed him for what happened. Hey, kid, the rest is up to you. No matter what, you gotta keep the gang together. 'Cause it's the team you and me put together. It's a promise between men. He decided to hide the truth of what happened from everyone else in the gang. In order to keep the gang together and keep the promise to his brother, he could never admit to anyone that it was his own weakness that caused the accident. As a result, the team was made even stronger under the banner of the kid who'd bested his big brother. Daya was gonna lose to his kid brother, so he got stupid and got himself killed. That became the explanation for what happened. Mondo's lie became the truth. He wanted to lead the team so bad he was willing to tell all kinds of lies about his brother. I'm strong. Strong. And yet, as soon as our killing game began, he realized no matter how tough he pretended to be, he was just another weakling that could die in an instant. And then the lovely, the hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets. At that point, it was clear I would have no problem shedding light. Mondo killed his own other brother. No matter what, I couldn't let the other gang members find out. If that happened, everything would have been ruined. Everything me and my brother worked so hard to create would have been destroyed. His death, all the guilt I've been carrying around, it all would have been for nothing. So that's why I... Mondo, after I saw what Monokuma had on me, my head filled with kind of fuzzy uneasiness and just started swirling around. I never felt anything like it before.
I
didn't know what to do about it. I wasn't sure what to think or say, but after a while, that fuzzy uneasiness turned itself into a rock-hard lump of anxiety way down in my stomach. And it was right around then that Chihiro asked me to start working out with him. And right there, he told me a secret. Ugh! Seriously, Jesus!
I'm sorry.
Sorry I lied to you. But why? Why now? Why are you telling me this all of a sudden?
Huh?
Because, I mean, you've kept a secret all this time, right? If anyone found out, you'd...
But
You're right, but...
I want to change.
I want to change. I wrap myself in lies. I'm weak. I want to destroy that version of me forever. His words were like a knife in my gut. I felt he was exposing the lie I've been living myself. I have to change. I don't want to be weak anymore. You're so strong it can't hurt you, right? Oh, poor little Chihiro. Whatever secret Monokuma might tell us.
piece of...
You're saying I should just say it?
What?
You're saying if I really am, I should just be able to tell everyone my secret?
Huh?
I was jealous. I was jealous of Chihiro's strength. He had the strength to face his own weakness and try and overcome it. It was the kind of strength I never had, so I was jealous of him. And that jealousy broke me.
What?
You making fun of me? I'm strong? Are you fucking with me right now?
No.
No, you really are strong, Mondo. Felt like I could hear something starting to creak. Something inside my head. What did he want me to do? What was I supposed to do? Was I supposed to just sit back, let my secret get revealed, and ruin everything?
What's wrong?
Damn you!
Why do you have to tell me all that? You're trying to rub my failure in my face?
I just wanted to...
Just admire you. I admire your strength.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right, I am strong. I'm strong. Oh, I'm a strong boy. Stronger than you.
You son of a bitch!
Stronger than Suenya. I don't remember anything after that. When I woke up again, he was lying at my feet, covered in blood. I had the dumbbell in my hand, and I was just staring at him down on the ground.
I killed him. I killed Chihiro. Even after all this time, I'm still just as weak as I've always been. And thanks to that, I did something I can never take back.
Mondo, he was normally so aggressive, so angry. He hid that weak side away from everyone. That was his secret. A weakness like that lived in a heart like his, and it turned him cold-blooded. God damn it. Look at him, you see, you're all just like him. For a secret from the past, for a memory, for that he killed another human being in cold blood. Couldn't cut free of his regrets from the outside world. He doesn't know what true strength is. Do you see hope anywhere in there? 'Cause I sure don't. You bastard! You're a bastard! Ah! Just shut up, you son of a bitch! Go ahead, say that again, I dare you!
Yep.
Okay, I'll say it as many times as I want. Is what I'd like to say, but unfortunately, I can't do that right now because the time for punishing's fast approaching. Punishing?
It can't be.
You mean execution?
Well now.
That is what I promised you, right? The blackened that disturbs the peace will be punished.
Ridiculous.
Hold on, I didn't sign up for this.
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
For Mondo Owada, the ultimate biker gang leader. No, wait!
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time.
Everybody got your popcorn? I said wait!
Sorry, man. I couldn't keep the promise we made. From one man.
Wait, hold on. I need to get.
No,
Yeah, whatever.
no holding on. It will happen.
Fine. Buckle in, kiddos. This shit's about to get real.
Game over. Mondo has been found guilty. Time for the punishment. The punishment. I'm gonna make one last prediction and say, run over by a whole lot of motorcycles. No, he's on a bike of his own.
Oh, this one. I forgot about this one.
He's got his own little hairdo there. Is he just gonna get run around in the circle until his like head explodes from blood pressure? Cage of Death. Maybe. Because he's kind of just going. And his arms are tied behind him. Fucking with your hula hoop.
Oh my god.
Well, he's very tired and sweaty from that, and I'm gonna guess that Mondo's head has just exploded. Well, he's not even on the bike anymore. God damn it. Why? Why? Was that part
Healthy-
necessary?
Healthy, nutritious Mondo butter. Eat it up. Yeah, it wasn't so much that his head exploded as he just kind of liquefied.
Getting pelted with 1,000 baseballs didn't do that, but just being run in a circle did. Laugh at death and your soul will forever be at peace. Can't be my brother. Another murder and another execution. I want to feel again. Everyone's lives are taken so lightly here. I feel like I might be going mad. Maybe I'll just let it happen. Taka knows how to scream. Makoto does not. Although I feel like maybe he just did this line last and it shredded his throat. That's why they keep reusing it. As Taka's sad screams invaded our skulls, we were each forced to realize once again. But he, of course he had to. What a disappointment. This is the end of game? Byakuya? You're completely insane, you know that? A game? One of our friends is dead. Do you realize that?
Naturally.
He was not my friend.
Hey,
I don't have anything to say to you. I don't have a response except that
However-
I just don't understand why. Why did you go out of your way to disguise Mondo's crime?
What?
Why? Isn't it obvious? It made things more interesting. His voice was calm, emotionless, like the voice of death. It chilled me to the bone. Last night, when murder took place, I was in the library as usual.
honestly.
So, you ignored the nighttime rule too? That rule never mattered to me. I don't recall agreeing to it.
There is nothing to be done.
Well, I don't particularly care. Please continue. The night grew late and I decided to return to my room, which is when I stumble upon him. I spot Mondo coming out of girls' locker room. After he'd gone, I looked inside and saw a corpse. You mean you actually witnessed the murder? He was such a fool. He didn't have slightest idea that I'd seen him.
Well,
You're saying you knew who the culprit was from the very beginning? That's right. Indeed, but if that had been the end of it, how boring would that have been? I mean, what a waste of time to have answer revealed right at the beginning. Which is why I decided to lend a little helping hand. I thought it would liven things up. You did all that to liven things up?
I see.
So after hearing about Genocide Jack from Toko, you decided to use that to create the fake murder scene?
But
Damn, man, if we hadn't figured out who'd really done it, you would have been dead too, right? Well, obviously I would have revealed the truth before it reached that point. Even though
No, you didn't.
I totally let you all vote for Makoto. Of course.
Yeah.
Byakuya turned and looked at me in the eye. I could feel his sharp eyes piercing into me. Thanks to a certain remarkable someone, it never did, and I was able to perform interesting experiment. Once I do decide to become blackened, I now know who I'll have to watch out for. What?
Correct.
So that was your reason? Are you satisfied?
Indeed.
Yes, we've done listening to your story. Moving on.
Hey,
There's something I'd like to ask Monokuma.
What's this?
Oh, I'm up next.
you.
I like to perform these elaborate executions each time, correct? My question is, why? Do you like them? But you know, this punishment, this despair, it's not just for you. All this punishment and despair is my gift to mankind itself! Haha!
What?
You're over-exaggerating. I am not over-exaggerating. These punishments are meant to transform all hope to despair. What do you mean? 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 Mean. Good grief, I don't understand why you have to pick apart every stupid little thing! Whatever, it doesn't matter. In the end, I'm going to stand alone as victor and then everything will be revealed to me. Ah, the noble son of a noble family. Truly, you understand me. I think this is the start of a terrifying friendship. Shut up. I would never stoop to the level of a childish criminal like you. Let me just say this. After I have achieved complete victory, you are next. I'm going to find you and kill you. Understand? For which victory is a foregone conclusion.
You're getting all riled up.
Oh, so cool. It's like you're the main character of a video game or something. No trash mob for you. I swear, whatever it takes, I kill you. Ah, temper. Temper sounds like someone needs a nap. The laughs in this game are very well done. Monokuma's laughter peeled across the courtroom and the curtain closed in the case of Chihiro and Mondo, but I knew that wasn't the end. The killing game would still continue because the mastermind wouldn't let it end. For those of us who are still alive, our worst fear and despair kept on multiplying. It was the kind of despair that felt like a blind puppy in hell had more of a future than us. All of our courage, our effort, our friendship, it felt like it amounted to nothing at all. It was the worst kind of despair.
Well, anyway, like I was saying, this is a pretty good spot. Yeah, a really good spot. Anyway, isn't it amazing how that girl went and killed someone before things even had a chance to get boring?
Sayaka, right?
Once things really get moving, it'll be like a roller coaster. Fear and despair charge forward at a speed nothing can hope to match. But I must admit, I'm disappointed. I went to all the pain and effort of making you part of the group, and you couldn't play your part. You do remember you were supposed to make the first move, right? Well, no biggie. Nothing we can do about it now. So just do your best to make things more exciting from now on, okay?
Part of the group.
After all, that's what everyone wants to see.
There's one thing I'd like to ask you.
As long as you don't want to know my measurements, fire away.
Who is it? The 16th high school student, I mean.
Ooh, my, you really took me by surprise there. I know I said you could ask anything, but super denied, ultra denied, demonic denied. Because you see, that's my ace in the hole. And nobody'd be dumb enough to reveal that, right? No matter how close they were to their friends.
Alright, so somebody's in league here. Chapter 2, Boy's Life of Despair. The end.
Who do you think it is?
It's clearly not Byakuya, because he threatened death on the Monokuma. Received crazy diamond present.
Shine on.
I'm comfortable saying it's not Aoi, Hifumi, or probably Celeste. Kyoko's got a pretty good odds.
Who else is left? Hiro, Taka, Sakura.
Pretty goddamn sure it's not Toko because that'd be too easy. And also rather certain it's not Taka. I'm waiting. No, you know what? He's gonna last till the goddamn end of the game being the useless sidekick that everybody hates.
Wait, who?
Taka.
I like Taka.
You're wrong.